Hi, my name is Ray Covington. I'm the superintendent here at Georgia Mountain Research and Education Center. We're the northernmost research center for the state of Georgia under the University of Georgia. And I just want to tell you a little bit about this beautiful place. So we're in the mountains, the tail of the Blue Ridge Mountains up here in North Georgia, and it's a great place to grow apples. The hilly landscape is perfect because it allows air to flow and drain off the land on those really cold mornings. And it's just the ideal environment for apple trees. So behind me is an apple tree, and this one happens to be Golden Smoothie. So think of like Golden Delicious. You've seen those in the store, beautiful apple. This one's just like its cousin, really close cousin. And so we have a lot of apple trees here, about 1,200 apple trees to be exact. Some people ask me, how many varieties? Well, we have a lot of varieties too. We have about 140 different varieties of apples. But these apples are all the same variety, and that's very important because we do apple research here. These trees right here are being studied right now for a certain disease problem that happens in trees. I bet you didn't think about that diseases or plants get diseases. And so that affects people in the industry. If you're growing apples to sell, to make jelly, jam, apple juice, anything like that. And so we with the University of Georgia are trying to figure out ways to help these trees get over their sickness, if you will, because they're sick. And so we need trees all the same. So all these are the same, and some of them got a little bit of sickness. I can show you. I look over here and I see the leaves. I see the leaf right here. See how that leaf looks different than the rest of them? That one's got a little sickness on it. And so the scientists are saying, hey, what can we do differently with this tree and this tree, and see if that works, see if that makes them feel better. So a little chicken soup to help them get over their ailments, if you will. Okay? So.
All right, Ray, so you guys are premier apple tree farmers, and I know that your job is to, like you said, help these plants stay healthy, look at disease issues, growing issues, to help our apple farmers so that we can all have delicious apples for lunch and apple pies and things. So when you're growing an apple, what are some things that you as an apple farmer would need to know?
Good question. So what's the soil like in the ground? So like if you want to grow an apple, you want to plant the tree, you want to do a soil test and see, is there anything missing in there? Because trees like a balanced diet, kind of like we do, right? They need certain vitamins and minerals like you and I do. So we would do a soil test first, and then before the tree ever goes in the ground, it's like, oh, we have identified something is missing. We would add it to the soil to kind of get it ready. Then we come in, we dig a hole, a nice loose hole, and plant our tree. And then that first 2 to 3 years, we're really taking care of that tree. We're making sure it has the right shape, it's fertilized, in other words, it's fed, and also that it's watered. We want to make sure a plant has food, water, and a good, safe place to grow. One thing that you can't see in your camera shot, Miss Becky, is we're protecting them in that vital 3 years from a pest up here that affects apple trees. Can you guess what it is?
Could it be deer, right?
It's deer, yes, deer. And deer love apples. Well, one, they like to eat the fruit, but those antlers, like to scrape off the velvets. And so it's a good time to do that. So we have a big fence around this place protecting from the deer. But anyways, so we're growing the apple tree, we're making sure it has the right shape, and then every year we do a little pruning, a little cleanup, and pruning helps eliminate some diseases, allows airflow into the tree, light, and all those good things. So growing trees, like growing humans, it requires an investment over time.
All right, the most important question, Ray, that I have to ask you today, it's real important. What is your favorite apple variety?
Oh my goodness, my favorite. There's so many. My current favorite is one called Braeburn, Braeburn, and I don't see it around a lot. I love it. It's got a great caramel flavor to it. If you like caramel, I like caramel. It's really good. It's good for fresh eating, just for pour caramel on, or if you want to make a sauce with it as well. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for all you do to make a good apple crop for our state, Ray. Thanks.
Thank you.